Welcome to Money Talk with Michael. I'm Michael Eastham, president of Fellowship Financial Group. Money Talk with Michael is our weekly broadcast where we answer your questions about finance, investment, retirement, and all things related to money. Remember to send in your questions to the email listed in the description box below, and you might hear your question answered on the next Money Talk with Michael.
I'm 58, widowed, and I have about $300,000 from my husband's 401k. It is being managed in mutual funds, but I really don't know anything about them. I earn $60,000 as a medical assistant, and my job is very stressful. I'd like to retire when I reach 62, and I'll probably take Social Security at that point, since my widow Social Security benefit will be about $2,500 a month. How can I make sure that my money will last? Both of my parents are in their mid-80s, if that helps.
Okay, well, there are really two questions here. One is, when do I start Social Security and on which record? And the second one is, how do I make my money last? Let me deal with the first question first. Yes, you can actually start your widow's benefit at age 60. So that's certainly a good piece of information. However, if you do that, you're going to end up taking a drastically reduced amount because of where your full retirement age. If you want the full benefit of the widow's benefit, then you do need to wait until full retirement age, or else you will you'll get a discount on that full amount. Now, I understand if your job is stressful, you want to get out as soon as possible. Certainly that could be a good way to start a base pay. Now, your $300,000. However, you do need to make sure that, number one, you do know how much income you need in order to live comfortably. And if you have a gap between your Social Security widow's benefit and what you need in order to accomplish your retirement goals, well, your $300,000 needs to fill that gap. And not only for today, but for 20 to 30 years, especially if you do retire at age 62. So investing for income is going to be very important in your case. And you mentioned that your investments currently and in the past have been invested for in mutual funds. And as I've said many times, mutual funds are really okay as a growth instrument, although I believe they're more expensive than most good other options. But they're okay for the long run in the accumulation phase. The problem is you're stepping into the distribution phase, and you're approaching that retirement time period. So you're in that retirement red zone. It's time to begin that switch right now. That means that looking to shift the investments from growth investments like mutual funds, where you have to sell in order to generate income, and that's speculating because it's dependent upon the market, shifting over to income-oriented investments that pay interest and dividends for your income that you can spend. That's a renewable resource. If you are generating income in the form of interest and dividends and predictable income, well, then in most cases, that money is going to regenerate automatically the next year. And so it'll be there as well. It becomes much more predictable for you. And predictability in retirement, predictability of income, is what most retirees seek, what most retirees need. Hope that helps. Thanks so much for that question. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next Monday for another edition of Money Talk with Michael. And don't forget to send in your questions and check out our website at fellowshipfinancial.com and our social media platforms. And if you'd like, you can schedule a 15-minute complimentary call to get your specific questions answered. Everything you need is listed in the description box below.